Hi, Scorpio. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your March 2018 reading. I wanted to say thank you so much for all your really nice comments and just talking to me on there. I really liked that. I really liked reading your comments. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for subscribing and sharing and liking. I'm really blown away. So Scorpio, you're getting your reading first because I was just so wowed by all the views. Anyway, oops, excuse me. So I've already shuffled the cards quite a bit for you, Scorpio. And for March 2018, the cards are ready. So, a couple of things that I wanted to mention is that here in Canada, this in March is the sugar moon because we go out to the sugar bush, which is where all the maple trees are, and we tap them for their sap. And we call that the sweet water. It's our first nourishment of the year. And spring or March is also, of course, when our spring equinox is on the 21st. And that's all about rebirth and everything coming to life again, you know. And then, of course, we have St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. And I'm Irish, so I celebrate that usually. And so I just wanted to say happy St. Patty's Day to all the Irish people out there. And Scorpio, I'll get started with your reading. So your first card in your past energy is the Two of Wands. Okay. So the Two of Wands, you have a decision to make. You had one, because this is your past energy, right? So you had to decide which direction you wanted to go. And I think that you've probably made that decision by now. One, was an easier path. It looked like, a golden road, the sun shining on that side. Can you see it very well? I don't know why my screen looks kind of fuzzy this time, and I was trying to cut out the glare. But anyway, and the other side is mountainous and cloudy, and the birds are swirling. It looks dangerous, So I think you have two choices. One looks great, but you're suspicious of it because it just, it looks too good to be true. The other one looks like more work, but might be more rewarding. So, I think that you've probably have made this choice already. Your next card is the Six of Pentacles. So, this is about sharing the wealth, okay? About being generous, about it's kind of like building your karma and sharing your wealth. Sharing your wealth with others, okay? Or this could be you asking for help. I don't think so. I think someone is in need of your charity, is in need of your help. And it's not like a banker or something. I think it's like, someone you know. I think it's you, actually. I think it's you that is being asked to donate or help somebody in some way that is in more need of you than you. Sorry. The next card is the Two of Wands, or Two of Swords, sorry. And the Two of Swords is about being blinded to something. There's something I think you can see it, but you don't want to see it. And there's a, you got two twos here, okay? And they are around this Six of Pentacles, okay? This it's about being generous. It's about helping others. That one is. And so you have the path, and then you have the, this is being blinded to the truth. It's blinded to the truth. And I think it's there for you to see, but you don't want to see it. This is in your past energy. I think there's something about this that, like, you might have picked the sunny path. You may have picked the easy path. And there's something about it that is, something about it financially maybe, that is not right. And you don't want to see it. Or there's something going on there. There's something going on with the money. And I think you completely, totally suspect it, but you don't want to bring it up, or you don't want to see it or something, Your next card is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is, that's a fire energy. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And the King of Wands, now he could be involved in this thing that's going on here. Wands are usually very honest people. Fire energy is usually very honest people, and direct, and I think that they're trying to help you. They're trying to help you see something here, because I think that people can see it, but you're just choosing not to. And the Ace of Wands. So there's a new opportunity here. You can go, you can stay with what you're doing, or you can go to this new opportunity. And I think that maybe he is offering it, okay, or he has offered it. But there's something that you're not talking about in this deal. There's something that you're not talking about. But anyway, it's a brand new opportunity. And, the fire signs are movers and shakers, and if he's offering you to be in on this deal, or partners, or offering you a job in some way, this is going to move fast, okay? It's fast-moving energy. Your next card in your present energy is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is, these two have seen each other. Okay, they've met. I don't know, like, I think that there's words that have been spoken, and there's been a connection. You see the connection between the two of them here? There is a connection for sure. So someone you've met, there's a connection, and I think they do too. They feel it. They can feel this energy. And Scorpios really, they don't hide their feelings. They're pretty direct, and when they want something, they usually just go for it. But that's your energy. Then you have the Seven of Cups. So it looks like you have some choices, and you're not really sure what you want to focus on here. You can't have them all. You have to pick, a few, maybe two, and focus on them. You can't be juggling all these things at once. And especially in love, too. If you're, in relationships, there's a lot that is, we all want different things. And usually you can't find every single thing in one single person. So you have to decide which is most important to you, which of those cups do you want filled for sure the most. Okay. So choices either way. You can't have it all, honey, but you can have some, which is pretty good. Okay, so your next card in the present is the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups, geez, I hate this, Claire. The Four of Cups, see this guy, he is sitting there, and all he can see is this beautiful giant cup being offered to him. And he doesn't even notice that there's these other three cups, beside him, kind of behind him. And so, this is kind of talking about that person that you're could be very sexually attracted to, but may not necessarily be right for you. And there's these other possibilities that are better. I think that there's maybe someone offering you love, but they may not have all the window dressing that the other one does, and the other one just seems, it's like these two paths. One seems really sunny, and the other one seems challenging and difficult. And I think that's what this is about. You can only just see this giant, beautiful cup. It's so big, and it's got wings on it, and it's all that. But is it? Is it? So look beyond the window dressing. I think that you should look at what you have already around you. This is what this is saying. Look at what you got before you're looking at the greener pasture. It may not be so wonderful. So, there seems to be a theme here going on with the cups here. And there's a few cards in here that are talking about choices. It looks like you have some choices to make in a few areas, but in your present, it's about this relationship. And I remember talking about last month how there might be some people from the past, or there might be some people coming around all of a sudden, noticing you, offering themselves, flirting with you, and you're thinking, oh, geez, maybe I should look around first before I go, picking this option that I have, and looking at the greener pasture and your choices, but you've made a connection with this person. And it's more than just physical. It's more than just window dressing, I think this is the one you need to think about. Think about your choices. They're important because they ripple and they affect every other part of your life, This is the Queen of Cups is next, and this could be your choice. This is a water sign, or this could be you, Scorpio. The Queen of Cups, she's, of course, she's emotional. She's very loving and giving, and here this one's beautiful. She's standing at the balcony waiting for her love to return. She's devoted. Devoted. And I think, Scorpio, once you commit yourself to someone, you are devoted to them. And I think you are going to make a choice. Like in the last month, we talked about you making a choice, and I think you're still struggling with it in some ways. You know, you're struggling with it. You're afraid to make a move still. The Hierophant. Now, some people view this as their religious person that they might consult when they need advice. It could be your psychic, or it could be your counselor, and but anyone that you might go to for counseling, to talk to and get some objective opinions. Also, this sometimes represents marriage. So you may propose. You know, I kind of see here is that she is sure now of what she wants to do. You know, she's standing there waiting for her love to return, and I think that this is you making your choice. You've decided. You know, she's very proud. She's confident. She knows. You know. And this it could be a proposal. Could be a proposal. Sorry about that. Scorpio, in your future energy is the Page of Cups. So the pages are young people, and he is a young man in love. And he, you know, it's like when you feel like a teenager again, you know, those feelings of love and stirring in you, and you're just excited and you want to text them and you wonder what they're doing. And every time you see a message from them, or their name on the phone ringing, it's like that. And that's exactly what this is messages of love. It's like texting back and forth and flirting and just feeling so young, and, you know, that youthful feeling that love brings. Okay, so that's a beautiful card. And next you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, she's surrounded by these swords, and she's blindfolded. This blindfold is very loose, and the swords are very far apart. She could escape this mental prison anytime she wants. But there's still, you know, there's still this truth you don't want to see. There's something that is there. It's there right in front of you. I think there's some sort of anxiety. You're in your head. You're worried about something here. There's a trust issue. I can see. There's some sort of a trust issue, I think. And I think it's within you. I don't think your partner necessarily you have anything to worry about, but there must be you know, this is probably from the past, some old relationship, or maybe childhood detachment, you know, that having detachment issues or something like that. Like, that's what I'm seeing, is a lot of people have walked out of your life. And I think that you're in this prison in your head, worrying if this is going to happen again. Like, if you really, really let down your walls, are they going to do this to you again? Because you don't think you could handle it another time. I think, you know, I don't think you could handle it another time. And I think this is a wall that you've made around you to protect you. It looks like you're in prison and you're blind, and you are. But like I said, you can leave anytime you want. You know, love is being vulnerable. That's what it's about. It's about trusting and having faith, even when there's no reason, there's nothing showing you for sure. There isn't a guarantee. Okay, there isn't a guarantee. But isn't it better to have lived, have tried? You know? There's lots of things that are going to hurt us out there. But you got to try. This is your next card is the card. Oh, I can't see it very well. The Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, she cuts right through the truth, you know. The glare in here is driving me crazy. You know, the truth is in her column, in the light. There's light, you know, right at her, where her head is in the background, and there's light on her sword. So she cuts right through the truth. You know, she's going to say it like it is. And this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And they're quite blunt, but I think helpful, trying to be helpful. They can't let things pass that, you know, just doesn't fly. And she might be the one that brings you out of this mental prison, this wall around you. She might be the one that kind of, like, sometimes, you know, your friends and your family can say things to you and it doesn't seem to sink in. And then a stranger can come along, or a friend of a friend or whatever, and they can say something similar, and suddenly you hear it. A light goes on. It sinks in. You get it. And it might really help you with this a lot, okay? Your next card in your future energy is Strength. So in the Gilded Tarot, which is the tarot I'm using right now, Strength is, she's conquered this lion. Okay, this lion is the king of the jungle, you know, and is at the top of the food chain, and she's conquered this beast. And in the Mythic Tarot, it's about conquering the beast within, and in some ways that she has a very loose leash on this lion. So this lion can be released and set free, or not set free, let loose. She can let loose this lion if she chooses. You know, she still has the strength within her, but she can also contain it. You know, she can contain the beast, which is also strength. You know, that part of us that can find our dignity and compose ourselves and to handle something. Because I certainly know how that feels. Like I've almost blown my stack a couple of times and did it and regretted it. And other times handled something so cool. That's what this is about. Handling something so cool. You know, you are so cool about it. And it's just decent that you've gotten this, you know. You've gotten this. You just handle it real cool. Everybody's like, wow. And then the Empress. And I got to put my glasses on again. Now, the Empress, like, she has the whole zodiac going around her. And she also has she embodies the meaning of to be a woman. You know, she's a whole woman. She represents rebirth and birth, and you know, it could be a birth. There could be a birth. I think the Empress is about ruling yourself way better, having way more control over you, and also at the same time, you know, you're able to open up, be free, have faith without fear. You know, you have some sort of containment here, like this coolness. You It's like I thought of Teflon, eh? You let things slide off you easier. You know, people still try and throw stuff at you, but you just let it slide off. You know, you got that. You still got that wall, but it's a healthy one now. It's a healthy wall. It's just the right amount of um, boundary. You know, it's more like a boundary than a cave. It's a boundary. So it's fantastic. Like, and it's going to really, I think, bring you and your person really close, because I don't think you're going to fear it as much. I think you're going to be able to let go of the fear. You know, like I said, there's always a risk, but you you're just not going to see it in that same way. What if you're not going to? You're going to say, well, let's just see what happens here. I'm going to go for it. Let's just see what happens. I really hope this is the one. You know, that's the kind of energy you have, and it's fantastic. So, Scorpio, thanks for watching. I want to say please like, share, and subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook at Tinker Tarot. And I should be ready for readings on my website. March 6th is the first open calendar day. So, and the website it's open, but I'm still like working on it, you know. And that's tinkertarot.com. And yeah, oh, and I want to thank you so much for your donations. You're all really sweet, and it's so appreciated. So happy St. Patty's Day. Have a great March, and happy Sugar Moon.